So this has to be built. It is important for the enhancement of our search application that these transformation steps also needs to be performed. And we know that in SMT the mapping structure from the staging area to the active area and from the active area to staging area both has to be built simultaneously. Now once these prerequisite steps are in place, then from a search object connector perspective, we then go to the first we need to look into the template connector. So let me close this, open the, and from here I can then go into the transaction which we saw earlier. So let me go to EHS modular. So we can directly use the GUI transaction to launch a WDA application modular for search and analytics. So usually the first step whenever we have to do any enhancement with the connector is to build our own software component. So if we see in this modular for search applications, there are various standard software components listed, and then we need to create our own software component. That is usually the first step. Whenever I need to enhance the connector, then the first step is to define our own software component. So in this application toolbar option, we can say maintain software components. We can use this create button to define our own software component in the customer namespace. Assign this with the package object, which could be a local object in a POC or a training system. Otherwise we need to select the right package and then create the structure, create the software component. Like we see here, one software component called ZEM EXT MDG underscore MAT is created. And once we are done with this definition of the software component, we then need to include the relevant software component to this Z software component. We need to include the components. So to include the components, again from the application options, we have the second option, include software component, and using this option include software component, we then need to select the corresponding application for our connector. So like in this example, we see MDG underscore APPL and PLM Web GUI. These are the two applications that we have included in our software application. And usually this is like a tree structure. So before we select this software component, we need to make sure that our material connector is basically part of this application tree structure. So in the standard system, we know that MDG, APPL and PLM GUI, both of these software components, they contain the standard connector, which is material. Now, in order to define our own new connector, we then need to